Now in this video we're going to be doing an oil change, transmission oil fluids. And we're going to change the filter also. You're probably going to need to jack the car, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, you probably want to go ahead and jack the car up. In this case, I already have it jacked. My tools are ready and standby. And I'm just going to start by putting the jack here on a good spot. Make sure you place your jack on the right spot, otherwise you'll bend the metal. Okay. That will be the spot right there. It's kind of obvious, but some people still not familiar with it. Alright, you do not have to remove your tire. Alright, so we already got our jack. The car is up. You're gonna need an 8mm for a 2001. You're gonna need 8mm and maybe 2 little extensions like this. If it's too long, might give you a hard time. You might just could get by with 1 extension. Some places require you to maybe have 2 extensions. Alright, so we got our oil pan placed, but it's not gonna be near leaking yet. Alright, that's my son. Anyways, so as you can see, you got maybe about 16 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 16. So you want to start with this one. Either way you start it on a pattern. So that starts leaking oil, because it's not like the engine oil where you have a plug and you can just plug it out. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. And I'll get back with you in a second. So as you guys can see, I already had took like about a half a panel out. And pretty much you loosen them up. And you can just pull them out with your hand. And you proceed this procedure is to start leaking oil. Once it starts leaking oil, you want to make sure you have your oil pan down. Do not take them all at once, because the pan will come down. So make sure that when you pull out this 3 right here, you want to maybe stick a flathead slowly, bring it down just a little bit so it can start leaking some of the oil, transmission fluid out. So as you can see, I already took most of them out, not all of them, because I still don't want that pan to follow me. But apparently this transmission oil hasn't been done in a long time, so the pan's stuck to it. So when it's stuck, you could grab a flathead carefully, very carefully, and sort of like stick it. Alright, so we finally got, it took me some doing because it was real stuck in there. But you gotta be careful. The main thing is you don't wanna bend the pan. Yeah. Once like that, you let it sit like that for a little while to drain. In the meantime, one by one, you can start pulling this one, so you can start bringing the pan lower, lower, lower. Like that, it's very little, and the rest you can just grab. Alright, so all I have now is 1 foot left, and it's down right there. So we're gonna slowly let the pan down, when you do this, you wanna hold the pan and slowly, because it still has fluid. Bring it down. And that's the transmission right there, buddy. That right there is your transmission filter. Well, as I said before, this is your oil, transmission oil filter. Carefully, you're gonna pull this little plug out. Okay. Set it aside. This might leak some oil. Yep. See? Take it out. Be sure to drain it. Or you can just drop it in the pan. In some cases, a piece of rubber will still be there. The one that comes is a little seal. Mine is already on standby. I'm gonna let that drain for a few minutes, or a few seconds actually. And I have to just put this one back up. Pretty easy to put in. You just put this one back in, and that's it. And then start doing everything backwards now. Put in the bowls, the pan, but before we get there, we gotta change our seal on our gasket. So, alright, I already have my gasket placed. I had placed some of the same bolts in here to keep the gasket on place, because otherwise it's kind of difficult when you don't put these bolts. It moves around while you try to tighten it up over here, then you have to bring it down, realignment. So in this case, like that, I just bring it up, it stays in place, and I just do this one, this one, this one, tight this one, this one, and then I start putting the rest of the bolts. Tight them up. When you tight them, do not over tight them, because then you'll probably cause a leak or uneven balance. So make sure you tight them into your hand. You cannot really tight them no more, but without putting too much force in it. Make sure they're tight, but not over tight. Thank you guys for watching. Any questions, please comment on the video. Please subscribe if you will. Thank you.